Today, we'll be discussing what inflation is, its effects on your finances, and how you can protect your money from its impact. But before we dive into that, let's start with the basics. Inflation is the sustained increase in the general price level of goods and services in an economy over a period of time. It's the result of an economy growing too quickly, leading to an increase in demand for goods and services, which in turn drives up prices. Why is it important to understand inflation? Inflation can have a significant impact on your purchasing power, or the amount of goods and services you can buy with the same amount of money. The value of your money decreases as inflation rises, which means you'll need more money to buy the same things. Understanding inflation and its effects on your finances can help you make informed decisions about your savings and investments, allowing you to better protect your financial future. In this video, we'll be discussing the definition of inflation, its impact on your money, and how you can protect your finances from its effects. We'll also be answering some common questions about inflation and providing actionable advice for viewers. So sit back, relax, and let's learn about inflation and how it can impact your money. Causes of inflation. Inflation can be caused by a number of factors, including an increase in demand for goods and services, an increase in production costs, and a decrease in the supply of money. Other factors such as natural disasters, geopolitical events, and changes in government policies can also contribute to inflation. Measuring inflation. Inflation is typically measured using a consumer price index, CPI, which tracks the prices of a basket of goods and services over time. The CPI measures the average change in prices over time, which provides a clear picture of the inflation rate in an economy. Understanding the inflation rate is important as it can impact the value of your money, your investments, and your purchasing power. Types of inflation. There are two main types of inflation: demand pull inflation and cost push inflation. Demand pull inflation occurs when demand for goods and services exceeds the supply, leading to an increase in prices. Cost push inflation, on the other hand, occurs when production costs increase, leading to an increase in prices. Understanding the different types of inflation can help you make informed decisions about your finances, especially during times of economic uncertainty. Impact of inflation on your money. Decreasing purchasing power. One of the most significant impacts of inflation is its effect on your purchasing power. As the cost of goods and services increases, your money decreases in value, which means you'll need more money to buy the same things. This is why it's important to understand inflation and take steps to protect your money from its effects. Effects on savings accounts. Inflation can also have a negative impact on savings accounts, as the interest earned on savings accounts may not keep pace with the inflation rate. This means that the value of your savings decreases over time, and you'll have less purchasing power in the future. To combat this, it's important to consider investing in other types of savings vehicles, such as bonds or stocks, that offer higher returns. Effects on investment portfolios. Inflation can also impact your investment portfolio, as it affects the value of stocks and bonds. To mitigate the effects of inflation, it's important to diversify your portfolio, including investments that are not directly impacted by inflation, such as real estate or commodities. Impact on borrowing money. Inflation can also impact your ability to borrow money, as the cost of borrowing increases as the inflation rate rises. This means that it will be more expensive to take out a loan or a mortgage, and the amount you'll need to repay will be higher. It's important to consider the impact of inflation when making borrowing decisions and to consider alternative financing options that may be less impacted by inflation. How to protect your money from inflation. Diversifying investments. One of the most effective ways to protect your money from the effects of inflation is to diversify your investments. This means spreading your investments across different asset classes, such as stocks, bonds, real estate, and commodities, so that you're not too heavily invested in any one area. Diversifying your investments can help reduce your overall risk and increase your chances of achieving your financial goals. Investing in inflation-protected securities. Another way to protect your money from inflation is to invest in inflation-protected securities, such as Treasury inflation-protected securities, TIPS, or I-bonds. These types of investments are designed to provide a return that is linked to inflation, so your purchasing power is protected even if the inflation rate increases. Building an emergency fund. Having an emergency fund is another important step in protecting your money from the effects of inflation. An emergency fund can provide a cushion for unexpected expenses, and it can also help you weather periods of economic uncertainty. It's a good idea to aim to save at least 3 to 6 months' worth of living expenses in an emergency fund. Consider relocating to lower-cost areas. Finally, another way to protect your money from inflation is to consider relocating to lower-cost areas. Living in a more affordable area can help reduce your overall cost of living, which can help you maintain your purchasing power even if the inflation rate increases. This is a big decision, so be sure to carefully weigh the pros and cons before making a move. Conclusion. Inflation can have a significant impact on your finances, but by taking proactive steps to protect your money, you can help ensure that you maintain your purchasing power and achieve your financial goals. It's important to stay informed about inflation and to make changes to your financial strategy as needed. Don't wait to take action. Start taking steps today to protect your money from the effects of inflation. Whether it's diversifying your investments, investing in inflation-protected securities, building an emergency fund, or considering relocating to a lower-cost area, there are steps you can take to help ensure your financial future. Remember, the best time to start taking action was yesterday, but the second best time is now.